Okay, so some of you guys know, some of you guys do not know that I have been hard at work, to say the least, rewatching Dragon Ball. And man, I just wanted to come to you guys today and, just testify and let you guys know why I think personally you guys should just give the series a chance. I know a lot of you guys have been contemplating it, thinking about it like, man, am I gonna watch this? I don't like how there's not as much crazy transformations and action and flying and beams as Dragon Ball Z has. Hey man, I agree with you. I love the action in Dragon Ball Z, but if you're looking for a good, very well told, very good progressing Dragon Ball story, then why not start with the original Dragon Ball? So today I'm going to be just once again telling you guys why I think you guys should watch it. This is all just straight off the top of my head, no bullet notes, no notes in general. So I think that, after rewatching it again, I never really got the opportunity growing up to watch it. So I started watching Dragon Ball Z first. I remember I was about 5. I'm almost 22 next month. I remember I was about 5. The first thing I ever saw, the earliest memory I have of Dragon Ball at least, was Goku versus Frieza on destroyed planet Namek. He's Super Saiyan. I'm like, wow, this is epic. And from there I fell in love with the series. Toonami started airing Dragon Ball after Dragon Ball Z, and I wasn't as interested in it because I was like, well, why are they now telling a story? Because it just seemed like, it was a prelude, but well, not a prelude, is the precursor. I mean but you guys know what I mean. Anyways, it just seemed like it came after Dragon Ball Z. Like, why did they go back in time to tell the story? Excuse me. And so I was like, well, screw this. I don't want to give this any. It doesn't even look interesting upon first glance sometimes. And the initial story, that initial arc, is just really, really freaking slow. Up until after they meet the Kame Sennin, the Turtle Hermit, Master Roshi, Muten Roshi, however you want to address the guy. I've learned all the terms just from watching the show. He even calls himself a sage, too. So, yeah, he's got a whole bunch of names. But up until they meet him the first time, it's kind of boring. And it's funny because the animation gets a bit better as the show goes on. The story gets a bit better. And speaking of animation, I mean, this is probably the most consistently animated Dragon Ball show. You very, very, very rarely see bad animation. It's funny because, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super are not consistent. Not to say they have bad animation all the time, but they're just not consistent. Dragon Ball looks the same every damn episode, almost like One Piece. So I can testify to that. But I think that, just watching Goku's development, because if you look at Dragon Ball Z, yes, Goku got development, but Dragon Ball Z it served other characters better than it did Goku, and that's okay because Goku had this whole entire story originally that a lot of people never really got an opportunity to experience. If you want to see why Goku is the way he is, if you want to see how Goku develops as a fighter, as a character, you've got to watch Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball Z, it had some great character progression for characters like Gohan. Vegeta had a lot, and he's still getting a lot in Super. I just love his character progression, how he's humbling himself, and Piccolo as well, and Kami, those guys. A lot of the guys, the original squad, like Yamcha, Krillin, those guys all got it back in Dragon Ball. That's why they don't get anything in Dragon Ball Z too much. I'm not gonna say they don't have any moments, they don't have any impact in the series in Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna say impact because we know they have impact aside from Yamcha, of course. But yeah, I just think that a lot of the character development for all those characters from the original cast that predates Gohan as a character, it just was back in Dragon Ball. And you've got to watch the series to get a full. Oh god! Oh hi! I got something in my mouth. Oh god! What is it? Oh god! Fuck, it won't get out. Oh, there it goes. I don't know what the hell that is. Like a piece of paper. I don't know how it got there. So, like I was saying, if you guys are still taking me seriously, I think you really just gotta watch the series because it was just really fun and wacky and zacky and zany and just enjoyable. There was a lot of comedy. I love watching Master Roshi ask for a pafu pafu, where he can just, what's that? What's the fuck is the term where you stick your face and you just motorboat? I think that's the term actually. Sticking your face in Chi-Chi's, in the girl's Chi-Chi's, and you just because there was an instance where Bulma promised him, a look, I believe, and she made Oolong transform into her, and Oolong went overboard. He gave him a pafu pafu and everything. Just got nosebleed everywhere. And it's just so funny. Like, you guys can't tell from my enthusiasm. It's just a great story. And there's moments there like where Goku's where Upa's father dies at the hands of Mercenary Tower, or Tao Pai Pai, which I believe means titties as well. Pretty funny. Where Upa's, I don't know what the actual English dub translated name is, but Upa's father dies at the hands of Tao Pai Pai, and they set out on the quest to get the Dragon Balls to revive him. And it's just like, when they actually do, Upa is so damn happy. It's just so heartwarming. That shit actually made me a little sad. Like, damn, like this shit is this is a legit story. I mean, I love the action in Dragon Ball Z. Trust me, I do, with all of my heart. I am a big fan of all the transformations and the blasts and the flying around. But it kind of makes you appreciate the series a bit more if you go back and watch the initial grounds of the series and see when is a time where they could pretty much none of them can fly. Ten Shinhan and Chaozu and I believe, I don't know about Shen, but those guys could fly because they knew the Bukujutsu, but most of those guys couldn't fly. It was way more martial arts oriented. You know, they actually choreographed the fights very, very well instead of, you know, the standard Dragon Ball Z and super punch kick guard. They actually choreographed very, very well, and I just think that, you know, a lot goes into it, and I think that it's something that's really, really overlooked. I think that as well, if you want to get a full grasp on the show, go ahead and just watch it. It's only about 140 episodes. What are you gonna miss? Like, you could also read the manga. You could watch it however you want. I took Geekdom's recommendation to read and watched it in Japanese, and I enjoyed it. I really have fallen in love with Mosako Nozawa. I can't even lie. Like, before that I was like, man, I don't like her voice, and then Super, I was like, I'm not gonna wait. I'm like, no, I feel like if you're a true fan, you're not gonna wait for the dub. I don't give a shit about a dub. I don't care if it's Sean Schammel, a million people, I'm gonna watch it. It's just however I can. So I didn't want to wait, and I'm like, okay, she's not bad. I never really was exposed to her. I didn't like how she sounded, and it's like, well, she grows on you over time. While I don't really have a preference between her and Sean Shelmel, I'm really just, you know, I can really appreciate her is what I'm saying. So I just enjoyed it. I don't know. I just want to let you guys know. I just want to let you guys, you know, just revel in my enthusiasm with me as well. It was just a great series. I finally completed it after about a month because I'm really, really busy. And I think I'm going to be rewatching the English dub as well, just to, you know, I just really want to get my knowledge up on the series as well so I can provide better content for you guys. But be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the Dragon Ball story. The actual Dragon Ball anime, I mean, or manga if you've read the manga as well, which I'm gonna go back and do again. This is actually my first real time watching the series. I've watched it bits and pieces, you know what I'm saying, like it's just here and there, but this is my first time watching it end to end. I haven't done that, and I really can advocate that it was a great series, and I'm probably just dragging this on a little bit. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the video, about the topic, about the Dragon Ball saga part of the Dragon Ball part of Dragon Ball that leads into Dragon Ball Z, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I'm getting out of here. Peace out, guys.